Amazon DSP is a secret weapon. Amazon DSP is Amazon's demand side platform, and it is so powerful because it has the ability to use Amazon's audiences. Like people who purchased products, you can get data on the people who purchased products. You can get data on the people who viewed products but didn't purchase, people who purchased 60 days ago but haven't purchased in the last 30 days. You can get a lot of data. You can get credit card data, you can get behavioral data. And so Amazon DSP is incredibly powerful, but it's not for everyone. However, there is a strategy that I've uncovered that will work for any brand, literally any brand. This is obviously for brands that are at least converting somewhat decently on Amazon. So let's just be clear, like no matter what, if your product's not successful with Amazon PPC, or at least not making some money with Amazon PPC, you're doomed because like you're just not converting, right? And Amazon DSP is another traffic source. It's another way to bring people to your listing. The conversion rate is what converts the people. So Amazon PPC, Amazon DSP, what they do is their traffic, their advertising. They bring people to your listing. Without further ado, I'm going to dive into this. My name is Mina Elias, aka the Egyptian Prescription. Welcome back to the channel. I'm the founder and CEO of Trivium Group, which is an Amazon advertising agency. We manage about 140 brands, have 76 people so far on the team, and we're growing. And so I'm taking all of my knowledge and everything that I've learned and everything that we've applied to all these brands, and I'm condensing it and giving it to you so you can understand. When I first started on Amazon, I didn't know and it was a struggle. I failed in many different ways. I wasted a lot of money. And so I just want to make sure that other people don't fail the same way that I did. Now, Amazon DSP, what is it? Quickly, briefly, before I get into the strategy that works. And make sure you stay to the end because I'm going to break down the exact funnel that I use. And the same funnel that we used for Mushroom Company, got it from 500K a month to $1 million a month in revenue. So Amazon DSP is a different type of advertising platform. It's only open to agencies, and not all agencies can use it. You actually have to get a seat and you have to fight and apply, and they don't give agencies these seats. It's very, very tough to get a seat. I was lucky enough to get a seat, after like trying very hard and promising them that we would spend over $100,000 a month. And what it does is you go in, the placements that you have available to you are on Amazon, all of the sponsored display placements, right? And so like the big bar on the top, the bars on the sides and the bottom in the listing, that's available to you for you to advertise on. Now you can advertise on Amazon or off Amazon. So you can advertise on like third-party publisher sites. For example, like Men's Health Magazine would be like a publisher site, So there's all these sites, right? They put out all these articles for people to read. You can advertise there. Now, the power of Amazon DSP is you can control where you put your ads. So you can control, is it on Amazon desktop, Amazon mobile, Amazon Android, Amazon, Apple, right? If someone's on the phone, is it an Apple phone and you just want to advertise on those? Maybe you want to spend more money there because the people that convert better, it's all in the data, right? Or do you want to advertise off of Amazon? On desktop, mobile, whatever you want. So you have a lot of control on where you advertise. So that's one thing, right? Where you advertise is one thing. The other layer, right, is who you're advertising to. And this is where Amazon DSP gets incredibly powerful. Who you can advertise to, you can basically say, I want to target everyone who's viewed my product in the last 30 days, but has not purchased from me or my competitors in the last 30 days. So basically they're on the market, they viewed me, they've maybe viewed other competitors, but they haven't purchased from anyone. So they're still in the market. So let's keep retargeting them. Let's remind them that my product's out there. And then the final thing that you have control over is your creatives. There's other things obviously you have control over, but these are the main ones. Final thing you have control is your creatives. So your creatives, what I like to do is I like to use responsive e-commerce, which I found performs the best, which basically means that you take your listing as is on Amazon and just show it, with maybe a headline, the logo, stuff like that. But it's pretty much your listing. Or you can do custom creatives. That gets a little bit complicated because you're gonna have to have a specific creative for all of the different banners and sizes and all of this stuff. And I've seen that it just doesn't work as well. Maybe if it's for holiday season and you do like Christmas kind of themed stuff or whatever, if your product's really applicable for that, maybe that's when it works. But generally, not really. And so here's the strategy that kills it for every single brand. When we start with a brand, we build a funnel. The funnel is basically like, at the top is cold traffic, people who don't know you. The middle is people who know a little bit about you. The bottom is people, who are very warm and very high likelihood to convert. So the bottom of the funnel is everyone who's purchased your product in the last year, but has not purchased from you again in the last 30 days. This is if you're a product that's consumable. If you're not, then you probably won't do that. You'll do like an upsell or like a cross sell. If someone's purchased your product in the last year, you can say, okay, Amazon, I want everyone who's purchased my product in the last year but has not repurchased, let's say in the last 60 days. So they're definitely running low. They haven't purchased in the last 60 days. They probably need more. Let's retarget them. So that's number one. That's a very, 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 very warm, very high chance of success. However, once you start running this, you will get a great return on investment. I've seen 9x ROAS, 10x ROAS, but it's not going to be a huge number, right? Because it's like, it's playing off of people who already purchased from you. You can also do everyone who's purchased from you but hasn't purchased your other product. Start advertising that product if it makes sense. A little bit above that is everyone who's viewed your product in the last 30 days but has not purchased from anyone in the last 30 days, you or your competitors. So you can put people who purchased from you last 30 days, put them in the audience. And then you can put people who viewed from you last 30 days, put them in the audience, and then say, show my product to people who viewed but has not purchased, exclude the audience of people who purchased from me and people who purchased from my competitors. And that's another very, very, very warm area where, sometimes, and this works incredibly effectively for expensive products. Sometimes, people see your product, they're on the listing, but they're like, I need some more time, or I'm just going to browse around, or they just get busy and kind of showing up again and again. I like to show up only on Amazon. So not Amazon owned and operated. I don't like IMDb. I like Amazon desktop, Amazon mobile, and the Amazon app. So I like to show up only those places. I get the highest return on investment there. I'm not going for mass brand awareness. Like I'm not like a big company like Coca-Cola or Nike or whatever, just trying to get as many impressions as possible. I'm trying to make money, right? I'm trying to be profitable. And so those two funnel segments are what work incredibly well for almost every single brand out there. The cross-selling sometimes works very well. Just got to make sure that your products are very compatible, where it's like, I sold them like my pre-workout and now I'm selling them my post-workout or something like that, where it's very compatible. But you can't be like, yeah, I have this kitchen product and this other kitchen product and expect for it to work amazing, because maybe they're just not in the market for this other one. Here's how I build the entire funnel. It starts at the bottom. Loyalty. Everyone who's purchased from me in the last year but hasn't purchased again in the last 60 days. Above it, cross-selling. So everyone who's purchased from me but has not purchased another product, that's cross-selling them the other product. Above that, everyone who's viewed my product but hasn't purchased from me or my competitors. Above that, now I'm going competitor targeting. So everyone who has purchased from my competitors but has not purchased from me or my competitors in the last 60 days. And again, this only works if you're like a consumable product. Right now, if you are not a consumable product, let's say you're like a keyboard or something that you only buy once, what I would do is I would say everyone who's viewed my competitors but hasn't purchased from me or my competitors in the last year. So I know for sure in the last 12 months they haven't purchased from anyone, but they viewed. So I can start targeting those people. Then above that, I go to complementary products. So let's say I'm on electrolyte powder, and I know that people who take electrolyte powder are also on keto. I start going to all of the ketone markets, like the ketone BHB, that kind of stuff. And I'll take all of that, everyone who's purchased that, put them in an audience and target everyone who's purchased that product but has not purchased from me or my competitors in the last 60 days. Then above that, we go in market. So everyone who's in the market for a certain product. Then we go demographic, everyone who fits a certain demographic that overlaps with the audience of people who are already purchasing our product. You can get that data on DSP. And then above that, we go into lifestyle, which is very broad and usually doesn't convert that well. But the goal is, once we have that retargeting and loyalty funnel going, we try to fill up the top of the funnel, which is like competitor targeting, complementary product targeting, to get more and more people to at least just click and come and view the listing. And once they view the listing and they think it's a good product, we'll just keep retargeting them. Hopefully some of them will convert. That's it for the number one strategy for Amazon DSP. Again, this is not going to drive an insane amount of revenue for you, but it will be very profitable and anyone can almost run this. You don't have to be doing 100K a month or whatever. Pretty much anyone can run this. It's nice because you can just retarget. And if you're interested for a DSP audit, just hit me up. We go to triviumco.com, go to DSP, and then, someone on the team will do a strategy call with you and we'll let you know how your DSP is going. If you're running DSP, if you're not running DSP, we'll explain it to you, see if you're eligible, and maybe we'll run it for you. Peace out.